We're going to work our glutes today and our core. Good morning, Pat. Good. Okay, let's get started. So we're actually going to start with our band. So grabbing onto your band, we're going to place both feet into the band. So up nice and tall. Holding onto the band on either side. Good. We're just going to start with some shoulder rolls. Up, back, and down. Inhale and exhale. So just feel the band pulling the arms down. Get the band to help you here. Release any tension in the neck and shoulders. And one more time. Good. Keeping the shoulders nice and low. We're going to start letting one hand glide down towards the foot, feeling the band pull the arm down, come back to center, and then over to the other side. Good. So our side bend. Starting to work out any kinks in the spine, get it moving. Good. One more time to each side. Excellent. We're going to come back to center. Nice and tall. Feel the shoulders pull away from the ears. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, head nod, chin tuck, start rounding down. Sinking down into your roll down. Pause at the bottom. Head dangles. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, come all the way back up. Good. Let the shoulders drop down. Good. And we're going to go back to our side bend. So over to one side. And over to the other side. So keeping the head, shoulders, and hips aligned. Make sure you aren't rounding forward. That's it. Come back to center. Up nice and tall. Shoulders are down. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down. Back into your roll down. So see if you can go a little bit deeper this time if it feels okay. Take an inhale at the bottom, and on the exhale, come all the way back up. Shoulders drop down. We're going to take one foot out of the band. We're going to hold on to the band in one hand. So the leg that's in the band, the arm on the same side, will hold on to the band. Other hand can just come onto the waist, up nice and tall. Feet are parallel. We're just going to lift the foot in the band to a hover, and we're going to glide the leg forward, and then bring it back in. Glide it forward and back in. So we're doing a little bit of balancing work. So grab the wall if you need to. You can use that for support. Find your focal point, straight ahead or on the floor. Good. One more time. Good. Bringing the foot in. You can set the foot down. Arm that's on the waist will come down by your side. Now we're going to lift the leg, bring it out in front as we reach the arm up. Bring it all the way back down. Good. Let's inhale as we lift the arm, extend the leg out. Exhale as we bring it back down. So you want just a slight, little bit of a bend in that weight-bearing leg. On the next one, we're going to extend the arm out, bring the leg out in front. We're going to hold it here. You can point and flex the foot. Just a little point and flex. Point and flex for 3, 2, last one. Good. Bringing the leg in, bringing the arm down. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to take the band now over to the other foot. Make sure the band's around the ball of the foot. It feels a little bit easier. Do your pointing and flexing. So other hand will start on the waist. Nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. Engage through the core. You're going to lift that foot that's in the band to a hover. You're going to glide it forward. Bring it all the way back in. That's it. So keeping the shoulders and hips aligned. Good. Inhale and exhale. Do one more time. Good. Setting the foot down. Now the arm will come down by your side. We're going to reach the arm and leg up. And all the way back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bring back down. Again, notice the weight-bearing leg. Make sure you just have a little bit of a bend in the knee. Good. We're going to hold the arm and leg up. matches the breath. So don't go too fast. You can inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time. Good, we're going to bring the arms down. Keep them to a hover here. We're going to turn the palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to keep the arms in this position so we take them all the way overhead. So again, follow the same breath pattern. Inhale as the arms come over, and exhale as you bring them back down. Make sure your back bottom rib stays anchored to the mat. We're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms of the hands will come together. You can interlace the fingers if you want here, but keep the arms straight, keep the hands glued together. We're going to go into our steeple arms. So taking the arms over to one side, and then over to the other side. You can let the head turn with the arms. Keeping both sides of the waist nice and heavy onto the mat. Good, we'll come back to center. Bring the arms down by your side. We're going to have our feet in position for bridge. We're going to press into both feet as we lift the tailbone, lifting each vertebrae coming up, and then slowly coming down one vertebrae at a time. So start with your tuck, pressing into the feet, then lifting each vertebrae as you come up, and then slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the next one, we're going to hold ourselves up in our bridge. Lifting up. Neck is nice and long when you're up in your bridge. You want to make sure your upper back is pressing heavy into the mat. We're going to take both arms up towards the ceiling. Palms of the hands will come together. Keep the palms of the hands glued. We're going to take the arms over to one side and then over the other side. So you want to see if you can do this. This is our steeple arms. It's a little bit more of a challenge when you're up in your bridge. You want to see if you can get the hips to stay nice and level. So isolating the movement just to the upper body. Good. One more time to each side. Good. Come back to center. Arms come down. Slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. Good work. Excellent. So we're going to take one leg up in a tabletop. We're going to let the foot dangle. Hand on the same side of that leg will come onto the knee and we'll go into our hip circles. So opening up through the hips. And again, you want to really focus on keeping the leg relaxed as you make your circles. Go in the other direction. Try and keep the pelvis nice and still. Good. Bringing that leg down, taking the other leg up, let the foot dangle. Really important, let that leg relax. Now the other hand comes onto the knee, and then make your circles. So you might feel your core engage a little bit here. That will help keep the hip bones nice and level, keeping the pelvis nice and still. So that's a good thing if you're noticing that core turning on. You're going to go in the other direction. Good. Bringing the leg back to center. Okay, so you're going to grab onto your band. We're going to place the band around one foot, and we're going to extend that leg up towards the ceiling, nice and straight. So once you're in this position, elbows are bent, back of the upper arms are resting onto the mat. We're going to go into our leg raise. So lower the leg down and lift it back up. Lower and lift. So just take a moment to feel the back of the leg get a little bit of a stretch as you lift that leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. And again, think of inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. You're going to hold that leg up windshield wiper. So you're going to take the leg out wide to one side. And then you're going to bring the leg across the body. Good. And again, out wide. So as you take the leg out wide away from you, you're going to feel an inner thigh stretch. Then as you bring that leg over across the body, you're going to feel a stretch through the outer hip. Trying to keep the leg nice and straight up towards the ceiling as best you can. One more time to each side. Excellent. Bringing the leg back to center, taking the other foot into the band, switching sides. Once you're in position, start your leg raises on this side. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to hold the leg up towards the ceiling, slide the other leg out straight, and we're going to start our windshield wiper, so taking the leg out wide, and then over across the body. So you can let the hip lift a little bit off the mat as you bring the leg across the body. Just try not to feel that leg is collapsing towards the floor. So we still want to keep that control. Inhale and exhale. One more time to each side. Excellent. Bringing the leg back to center, taking your foot out of the band. Set the band off to the side. Knees will be bent, feet are flat onto the mat. We're going to take both legs up into tabletop. Good. And we're just going to start. We can place 2 fingers on each hip bone, just so we have a little bit of extra feedback. We're going to let one leg fall out slightly to the side, and then draw it back into the center line of the body. Same leg again, let it drop out, and then pull it back in. So with the fingers on the hip bones, you want to make sure that you're not letting your hip bones teeter-totter. Out, and back in, and in. Let's do 3 more. Good. 2. One more time on this side. Good. Last one. Excellent. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other leg, taking the other leg slightly out to the side, and then draw it back in. Good. So we're starting to work into the obliques, so the side abdominals. Again, try not to let the hip bones teeter-totter here. Good. Few more. And last one. Excellent. Drawing the leg in. Lower the feet down. Feet will come down onto the mat. Hands will slide behind the head. When you're ready, take an inhale, and on the exhale, curling up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Then lower yourself back down. And again, lift and lower. Good. So you can inhale when your head's down on the mat, and exhale to lift. Inhale and exhale to lift. And the next one, we're going to hold ourselves up here, nice and high, little pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the head all the way down. Good job. Okay, arms will come down by your side. We're going to bring both legs up in a tabletop. We're going to go into alternating toe taps. So we've warmed up the side of the abdominals, we've warmed up the upper abdominals. Now we're working a little bit into the lower abdominals. Getting them to fire up. Inhale and exhale. Movements coming from the hip. 2 more sets. tabletop, squeezing the legs together, point the toes. We're going to extend the legs out straight. So pick a point on the wall where you want to keep those toes at, and then draw the knees back in. And again, extending the legs out and draw them back in. Squeezing the legs together. Good. Let's do 4. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, last one. Good, lower the head down. Now we're going to flex the feet. So bringing the legs into tabletop, keep the feet flexed. Curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades. And you're going to extend the legs out, the heels flexed. Draw them back in. Out and in. Good. Pulling that belly button towards the spine. For 4, 3, 2. The last one, we're going to hold the legs out here. Point the toes. Do little helicopters. So you're going to bring one foot in front of the other foot and then switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. Legs are nice and straight. Feel it burn. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Draw the knees in. Lower the feet down. Take the arms out to a T and just go into your knee sways from side to side. Good job. Excellent. So we're going to get working a little bit more. We're going to change focus. We're now going to get working into our hips. So I'm going to have you sit up, and I'm going to have you grab onto your band. And you're going to wrap the band around both legs just above the knees, and you're going to tie the band in a bow or a double knot. One or the other, depending on how long your band is. Okay. And then once you have it in place, you're going to get onto your side. You're going to lie down. Head is down in the bottom arm. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. You want to pull your belly in and up. Hands in front for balance. We're going to lift the top leg up. Flex the foot as you lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. That's it. So minimal movement in the upper body. You want to keep the movement to the lower body, to that top leg. Good. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Good, last one. You're going to hold that leg at about hip height. You can point your toe on that top leg. You're going to tap the toe to the front corner of the mat. Draw your half circle as you tap the toe behind you. Tap to the front, and then tap behind you. So we still want to keep the hips level. So pull the belly in and up. That's it. You're going to start to feel this heat up in that side hip, upper thumb muscle. Good. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Good. We're going to hold the leg at hip height. We're going to do 5 little circles. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Other direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bringing the leg all the way down. Excellent. Okay. So swing your legs over to the other side. Head will come down. The bottom arm. Legs are out straight. Pull the belly in and up. Good. And when you're ready, you're going to lift the leg up. Push through the heels. You lower down. Lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Few more. We're going to hold that leg at hip height. You can point the toe here. You're going to tap the toe to the front corner of your mat. Draw your rainbow as you tap the toe behind you. Tap and tap. So trying to keep the shoulders stacked, hips are stacked. Pull that belly button in. Good. Keep breathing. 3 more. Good. Last one. Excellent. Holding that leg back at center. 5 little circles. You've got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Other direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, good, last one. Excellent, bringing the leg down. Good job. Okay, so come on up into sitting. Just take your, untie your band. So taking it off. Sometimes the hardest part, you need it to untie. And then once you have it untied, just set it off to the side, just so it's out of the way. We're going to come into a diamond position with the leg. So knees are out nice and wide, up nice and tall here. Good, and we're just going to start walking our hands away from us. Try and bring the chest down towards the floor. Just going to pause here, take an inhale. And on the exhale, come all the way back up. Nice and tall. And again, walking the hands away. Think of the sit bones widening here. So you're feeling a stretch through the hips. Do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Come all the way back up. One, inhale and exhale. Good, and come all the way back up. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to take the legs out just a little bit wider to a V position. Get to the side so you can see. Up nice and tall. We're just going to take the arms out to a T. We're going to twist to one side. You're going to reach that hand towards the opposite foot. Forehead comes down towards the thigh, and come all the way back up. Inhale and exhale. Reach and twist. Good. Inhale and exhale. One more time to each side. And twist. And twist. And coming back to center, lowering the arms down. So you're going to flip yourself over onto all fours. We're going to have our hands in line with our shoulders. And we're going to step out into our plank. So we're going to do our plank today. So you want to make sure you're up in your plank, your head is lifted, your tailbone's slightly tucked, you're not collapsing into your shoulders. Good. You can hold it here. Just keep pulling that belly button towards the spine. If you want to challenge yourself, you can bend at the knees, tap the knees to the mat, and then lift yourself back up. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Keep breathing, keep that neck nice and long. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Lower the knees down, sink back onto your heels. Just take a breath here. Stretching out through the back. Good. So we're going to come down onto our tummy. We're going to do our single leg kick. So with this one, you want to be up on your elbows. You can have your elbows come out a little bit further if you're feeling pinching in your low back. You may just be coming up a little bit too high. So walk the elbows forward if you feel that. Otherwise, the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Neck is nice and long. Shoulders are down. Good. You're going to pull your belly button towards the spine to bring your legs a little bit closer together. And we're going to start keeping ourselves nice and tall here. We're going to kick one foot towards us for 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Then the other leg will kick for 3, 2, 1. And again, alternating sides, kicking. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Maybe inhale for one leg. Good, and exhale for the other. You want to keep that upper body from slouching. We're working into the hamstring, we're working the back extensors. rocks your leg as you lift it. Good, pulling the belly button in. If it's bothering your neck at all, keep your gaze down towards the mat. Lift. Good, for 5, 4. Keep that leg nice and straight. 3, 2, and last 1. Good. We're going to lift the leg. We're going to flex the foot. Bend at the knee. Draw the knee in. Press through the heels. You extend the leg out. Bend and press. Keeping that foot flexed. Keep looking at that foot as best you can. Feels okay on your neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2. The last one, you're going to hold that leg out, point the toe, 10 little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knee in. Good. Do you feel that one? Okay, so now we're going to get over to the other side. So I'll just swing around so I can see you. So coming down onto the other forearm, so the forearm's the width of your mat. And you're just going to look over the other shoulder. You're going to extend the other leg out straight. You're going to lift it up and lower down. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Gaze can go down towards the mat. You need it to. Good. Trying to see that leg as you lift it, lifting it nice and high. Good, for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good, we're going to bend the knee and flex the foot and press through the heels. You extend the leg out and press. Keep looking at that leg. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time we're going to hold that leg out, point the toe, 10 little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the leg in. Good job. Let the knees come out nice and wide and just sink back. Take a stretch. Good job. Okay, so coming on up, we're going to make our way up slowly into standing. So once you're up off your mat, we're going to have our feet hip bone distance apart. Arms are down by your side. We're just going to reach one arm over. And into your side bend. Back to center. The other arm. And again. On the next one, we're going to hold that arm over. Hold it here, quarter of a turn. Gaze goes down towards the floor. Back to center. Again, this side. Quarter of a turn. Okay, come back to center. We're going to lift both arms up. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, rounding down. Sinking down nice and low. You can let your knees have a soft bend here. Just feel like a rag doll. Do a little yes and no nod of the head. Bring your head back to center. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, slowly start lifting yourself all the way back up. Good. Drop the shoulders down. Good work. Excellent. So that's your Tuesday Pilates class. So good job, and I'll see you back on Thursday. Bye.